Penny from allaboutstencils.com and designsfrompenny.com. Today I want to talk to you about stenciling on concrete and stone. And actually what I have here is a nice piece of flagstone, and I'm going to be painting on that with a fleur-de-lis stencil that I have. And it's kind of a rustic design fleur-de-lis. This is a very small project. You can use the same principles though if you're doing driveway or a big dining room, you know, whatever it is that you're doing a wall, you can use these same principles as in this very small project. If you're doing a very small project, then that's great too. The main thing is though, and this is just like any other stenciling project, except for you want to make sure that your paints are suitable for concrete and stone, and there are certain paints that do that, and that's going to help you with wearability. So you want to make sure to do that, and other than that, let's get started. Okay, I have my stone, I have my stencil, I have some colors on my palette, and my stencil brush. Let's talk about the colors that I'm using. I don't want this to stand out too much. I want to kind of make it look like it's a little bit aged, so I'm using some earth tones. What I have is a little bit of terracotta, a little forest moss is the green, a little bit of nutmeg is the brown, and the yellow is called antique gold. So that's what we're going to be working with today. And the reason I have 4 colors is because when you're using different colors with a stencil, with any painting, it gives it a lot more dimension. So I always like to put 2 or 3 different colors together. This time I'm going with 4. Okay, this stencil, really, I made it large enough that it just fits the stone. And this stencil was printed from my computer. It is available at allaboutstencils.com in a book. There are 21 fleur-de-lis stencils in the book. You can print this. It's available by downloadable PDF. And if you print it, it's a great idea because you can resize it if it's on paper. You can take it to a copy machine, make it whatever size you want, or if you have the ability to do that on your computer, that works too. Now, what I always do with my paper stencils is cover them with a clear coating, like this is clear shelf liner, or you can use strips of packing tape if you want to do that before I cut out the design, and that way I'll be able to use my stencil again and again. You can even wipe it down with a damp rag when you're finished with it. Anyway, that's enough talk. Let's get to stenciling. I want to get it lined up to where it's pretty well centered, and it is. And I'm just going to start taking my different colors, kind of tapping it in. And hopefully you can see how the different colors are working in there. And again, with stenciling, you want to tap. You always want to tap up and down, especially up and down right over the edges, because that's going to push your stencil down. If you go back and forth, you're pushing paint underneath, and that's gonna skew your line, so you don't want to do that. Anyway, I'm just going to keep tapping with the different colors. You can use different colors in different areas too. I thought I'd give you a better look at the exact technique that I'm using to apply paint. And again, just using a lot of different colors. Blotting it out, you want a very dry brush. And just tapping over the edges of the stencils. Getting a bit of each color in each loading of the brush. Just work the colors all in together. Kind of loud, but it doesn't drown out the train. You can either tape your stencil down, or I'm just holding it. And again, this is the same technique you would use when you're doing any kind of stenciling. Kind of liking the green. It's giving it the look of a little bit of more of an age, kind of a little lichen or something growing on there. Okay, well, we've covered our area. Let's see what we have. Roll up carefully, and there you go. Okay, and here is our finished stone. As you can see, the colors are just maybe one shade off of the actual flagstone, and I just wanted to kind of give it that image. You could have used a black, would have looked real nice, a gold, any color you wanted, and of course the design you want to use is up to you. That's the great thing about stenciling. You're in control. You do whatever you want with it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this project. I hope you try it, no matter what size your concrete stenciling project is going to be. Enjoy it and come back to allaboutstencils.com for many more project ideas. Thanks.